Did it fill you in at all about the Waters procedure today, or?
I haven't heard. I just know he had the surgery, so I haven't heard anything more than that. Yeah, Chase had hamate surgery. Feel for him. Obviously, he's a couple years now of just injuries, but we all continue to believe Chase is going to be an impact player for us someday. But obviously, that's going to be put on pause for a little bit.
How much are you in tune with, like, how much are you in conversation with the front office with the deadline this time of year? Like, you guys, I imagine you guys would talk consistently as it gets closer to the day, right?
Yeah, I mean, we talk every day. At the end, but for me, my job is to manage the team that we have here, and I continue to believe that this is the group of guys that's going to take us where we need to get. Obviously, they've been doing a lot more trade deadlines than I have, so I have full trust in whatever it is that they're going to accomplish.
How'd Bieber come out last night?
He feels great right now. I was just seeing him in the hallway. He said, "Yeah, I felt great. Everything went well. So we'll just kind of see how it goes day to day, playing catch, and how he feels." But all signs point to it was a really successful outing last night, and he's feeling good.
What's the next step with him?
He'll make his next rehab start whenever that is. I'm not sure. Obviously, normal bullpen and then progression.
Do you think the momentum you guys had going into the break would carry into the second half? 4 days, anything, like it seems like that's a long time to keep a good vibe going.
Yeah, I think, when you go into the break with the, like you said, the momentum, the energy, everybody gets 4 days off. So it's time for the players to turn off, reset, don't think about baseball at all. Like, take 3 days to just shut your brain and your body down. And, and our guys showed up energized. The few that came on Thursday for our optional workout, and then when everybody got here on Friday, it was like we had never left. So credit to the guys for staying in the right frame of mind.
The young guy like Angel, can confidence be a real thing that carries you? The more reps you get, and the more, like, as well as he's going right now, can that benefit you?
Being a consistent, successful big leaguer is all about your confidence. Everyone can play here. Everyone has the skill set to be a Major League Baseball player. It's about finding that confidence, sticking with it. And so I think for Angel and Rocchio right now, they're both playing with a ton of confidence, and you see it. You see it in their body language. When you're confident, you swing at the right pitches. When you're confident, you make the plays. When you're confident, you don't let one at bat dictate the rest of your day. That's believing in yourself, and both those guys are going strong right now.
Now that you've had a chance to watch Jose for an extended period of time, I'm curious, can you see how he impacts other players, whether it's verbally or just, you can watch a guy, but not everybody can do the things he does. But, how does he, from your perspective, how is he impacting guys on a regular basis, do you think?
Yeah, he talks all day in the clubhouse. I mean, he's always talking to guys. But even more so, that's how you run to first. That's how you stretch a single into a double. Maybe you guys don't have the speed or the, take the turns that Jose. I mean, Jose's an elite base runner. His turns are perfect. There's a lot more than speed that goes into being a good base runner. And we talk about it all the time. Manzo's a really good base runner. He's one of the best dirt ball readers we have on our team. You don't have to be fast to be a good base runner. But watching the way Jose does it, it just sets the example of this is how we play. And I know I learned from him when he makes one of his high IQ plays. I'm like, man, he thought of that before that pitch. And, so there's just things that just by watching Jose, they get better. But the way he pushes his teammates behind the scenes is something that no one will ever see. But he is always talking to those guys and challenging them to try new things and get better.
I'm assuming as a catcher, you were always kind of locked in, even if in between innings. But he's one of those guys that, I've seen examples in the past, but he's one of those guys that he tells other guys, watch the game. Don't be looking around. Don't be goofing around, but watch the game because you can pick up little things that might help you down the road.
Yeah, I mean, we talk to guys all the time. Watch the game. Yeah, you need to check something on the iPad real quick. Check something on the iPad. Get back to the rail and watch the game. You watch body language. You watch little tells, little this. You learn things about the game of, reset, do this, and you just watch the other players. I mean, I know when I was playing, I watched the way other guys would do it in between pitches or in between this, and you pick up little things like, ooh, I like that, or ooh, that's not good. And Jose's always pushing guys to watch the game because that's what he does. He watches the game.
Has there been a conscious effort to get your starters deeper into games, or is that just the way it's unfolding? Or, I mean, it seems like you at certain points you've given them a little push to go, get another 1 or 2 outs.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about since the beginning of the year, I don't have a philosophy on how long starters should go. I want them to throw 9 innings every single night. But the game situation, pitch count, things of that nature, that's going to dictate how the game goes. And we did, the pitching team, Carl and his group, we had to get our starters going deeper. And how you do that is by throwing more strikes and being more efficient. And they've done a phenomenal job helping those guys get deeper into games. But there's no set time of, okay, we're going to go get him at this point no matter what. You have to watch the game. The game will tell you when it's time to move on from the starter. And the last couple of weeks we've been scoring more runs, so it's given us a little more leeway to let guys go before we feel like we need to go to the bullpen.